Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for coming back, tuning in. Our guest is what we call in the business a bitch. So he's not here, and he flaked. And we won't say his name. No, it's all right. These things happen. I'm not angry. No, this is good. It's just us two today. We're just going to rock us two. So this past weekend, what are you looking up? What is this?
I was going to do the funk flex drop noise.
That's awesome. So when did you graduate high school?
2012.
So that's like 13 years ago. Yeah.
Just put it like that.
Well, I graduated 10 years ago.
Okay.
Has they had a reunion?
They did.
They did a 10-year?
So like my 10-year would have, I feel like, no, actually that doesn't add up. But it didn't end up falling on the 10-year. I think they did it last year.
Okay.
Just because I think the class president or whoever was supposed to set it up didn't set it up, so other people set it up and invited a bunch of people, and I didn't go.
You didn't go, right?
No.
No, fuck that shit, dude. Mine was this past weekend.
Okay.
And I didn't go. But I saw the picture, like the big class picture, whatever. I was like, man, people are fat. People are still holding on to very little hair. Like, I'm bald, which is, fine. It's when you're holding on to the hair. I was in that world for a long time. And most of that picture, there was like, I don't know, 30 people. I'm like, damn, you guys are fat and you're losing your hair. This sucks. 10 years in. Also, it's only 10 years.
What was your graduating class?
What do you mean?
Like how many people in your class?
That's a good question. Maybe a couple hundred, 300.
Okay.
Does that sound about right?
That's a good size.
Yeah.
Like mine was a lot. It was like 600.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
And probably had less people at the
Really?
reunion than yours.
Yeah, I don't know what's a worse group. Is it Long Island or is it Rhode Island? Yeah, I don't know. Is that like a barcade? Which I also don't love. Just barcades in general.
I used to be into that.
Yeah.
Like a bar that has like Nintendo or something.
Yeah, it's okay for a little bit, but I don't know. When I go to a bar, I have a task at hand. Like, I'm just trying to get hammered. I don't know that I want to play games.
No, yeah, I used to like any sort of activity I could do while drinking, like darts.
I love the one game with the ring. Where you
Oh, yeah. They have that at like breweries and stuff.
The ring on the hook, yeah.
Mhm.
Because you don't have to really do much.
Yeah. They have like a table version, too.
Yeah, the table version isn't as fun. I like standing and, you just do this the whole time. That's easy to do when you're drunk, That's not, it just comes right back to you, you catch it. And then when you land it, it's like, wow. It's a whole thing. It's different than like, playing a fucking one of those deer hunter games in an arcade,
Yeah, I don't know so much about like the super arcade games, but if it's like, there was one dive bar near me that used to have like vintage, like it had like Sega, it had like N64, it had like GameCube. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Because you'd go in there with a bunch of strangers and play Mario Party or something.
There's one here in on Broadway in Brooklyn. It's called Wonderville, and it's all like indie games.
What's indie like?
Like games that you wouldn't know. Like you made it. Some guy made it, and they just fucking put it in there.
Like barely works.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
they don't tell you the rules. You don't know anything. It's just like buttons and knobs, and it's all over the place. And it's like it's like instead of a Flappy Bird, it's like a cheeseburger or something. It's just stupidness. When I'm drinking, that's the only thing. Speaking of drinking, I went to Staten Island yesterday, Monday, and anytime I do that gig, there's always something ridiculous. Once I do that gig, I know that it's going to be a shit show, so I just get hammered every time. And as I was walking in, it's just a small bar on Staten Island. Shout out Patrick Haggerty for always giving out spots. And dude, I walk up to this bar, and this lady who's fucked up, super fucked up, like a short black woman. She's wearing a sleeveless shirt with no bra. Biggest, fattest, most disgusting tits you've ever seen. Just like almost coming out of the sides. Like, she was like a cartoon character, bro. And she had her hand out, like to try and shake my hand as I was walking by. And I try to oblige crazy people every now and again. So I shook her hand, and I thought she was just going to, like, shake my hand or whatever. And this bitch locked on, bro. She wouldn't let go. And I was like, all right. Nah, yeah, nice. Good to meet you. And she's like, come on. And she starts, like, humping the air with my hand. Like, she has my hand, and she's like, yeah. And she's like, she said something about us being married for 20 years or something. She called me some name, Rolando or something. I don't know what she called me. But, dude, she was locked on. I had to, like, use my other hand to peel it off. She was strong. I couldn't fucking believe it.
What was her end goal?
I think she just wanted to fuck.
Take you home?
Yeah, to take me to the park, I guess. Dude, she hung out the whole time. She walked in during my set. And the bartender was like, you need to get the fuck out of here, lady. She kept, like, coming in, asking for water. But that's Staten Island. It's always a fun time. I thought that and you know what's crazy is they sell booze, like they advertise it. Have you taken the ferry from, like, Whitehall?
No, I've never gone there by ferry. I've always driven.
Okay.
Which is not great either.
That's expensive, right? The Verrazano's expensive.
The Verrazano is like $16 right
Yeah,
now.
dude, that's fucking...
It only coming back, though. I don't think you pay both ways.
Oh, it's just once.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind taking the ferry, to be honest. It's free. It's huge. You can drink on it. But
I mean, in the summer, but in the winter, that probably sucks.
Yeah, that's true. Dude, the first time I did that gig, I lived in Connecticut. So I fucking... What did I do? I think I drove to, like, New Haven, took a train to Grand Central, and then found my way to Whitehall Station, took a ferry, and it was, like, in the winter. I'm like, this is what it's all about, bro. And then I go and do this shit gig at a bar, which is, you know, I think it's fun. Another thing happened last night, actually, or at the show. There was a girl on the show who maybe doesn't do stand-up that often. Like, kind of just does bringer shows at comedy clubs, which is like when you bring audience.
You have to bring friends, right?
Exactly, yeah. But you have a full crowd, and it's at a comedy club, so it feels cool. You're like, yeah, we're really doing this. But really, you're just, you know, you're just a pawn. They're just using you and taking, you know, whatever.
You're just making your friends pay for 2 drinks each.
Yeah, and to watch mostly bad stand-up. Because if you're doing bringer shows, unless, like, I don't know. Like, I did one in April. But I do, like, one a year. Because it's you got to ask people to go. They got to spend all kind of money. And the show might suck. Like everyone else on the show. It's kind of a beginner thing to do, put it that way. So anyway, this lady wasn't used to having like a shit gig, like a bar show. And she just left. She didn't even do her spot. She just fucking walked out, went home.
So did her people leave too? Or
No. She didn't bring anybody.
Oh.
This was like just a bar. I'm
you're saying she's used to bringers.
Exactly. Yeah, she's probably used to, like, there's a full audience. It's at a comedy club. You're not sitting in a bar in Staten Island with 3 guys while the Mets and the Yankees are playing at the same time.
Battle.
That's tough, dude. That's tough. Both of them won, though, by, like, a lot.
Yeah, I was at the game last night.
Yeah, must have been a good one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Every time, like, I've maybe done that gig 5 times, and 3 of those times, the Mets and the Yankees were playing. It's crazy.
Did they win both times?
I don't know. That's a good question. I have no idea. I did watch the Yankees blow a bit of a lead the other night. I forgot when it was. But, yeah. Anyway, that's what happened on Staten Island. They sell booze at Whitehall Station. And they advertise it. They're like, cold beer, Budweiser. I'm like, what is this? So I Googled it, and I'm like, yeah, they let you drink on the ferry.
Is it even all indoor now at Whitehall Station? Or am I thinking of the other ferry terminal? It's like a building?
It's a building, yeah.
Okay.
This is it's like Fidei area.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all like indoors.
Like
and
right
then-
under the cruise ships, like just south of the cruise ships,
What do you mean?
or north of the cruise.
Cruise ships?
Yeah, like
There's cruise ships that leave from there?
Yeah, yeah. In New York City. Let me look it up.
Okay. Well, this
where it is.
this one is like, I remember Googling. I'm like, can you drink on this boat? There must be some weird law because you're in the water or something, as opposed to, being on land. But I remember seeing something where it's like it's the cheapest cruise. It's a free cruise, and the beers are like $3.50, $2 before you even get on the fucking boat. It's kind of nice. Yeah, Whitehall.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, all the cruise ships are up. Yeah, like up past the hump. They're up here.
Okay. Gotcha. Are you talking about like when people leave like on a Carnival cruise, they come here?
Yeah, like you could literally leave from.
Oh, yes. Okay, got you.
Like
I know what you're talking about
This
now.
whole strip from here, all the way up to like up here. It's all just cruise ships.
Right. Yeah, I'm thinking like what fucking cruise? There's people taking cruises to New York?
Yeah, I thought this terminal was like further.
Ah,
here.
gotcha. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Tippity tip.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a fun time. There were some old guys. There's always old guys at the bar. Love an old couple towny guys. One guy was a fucking mail carrier, still had his outfit on. I'm like, this guy didn't even barely clocked out. He came right here. He got fucking hammered. And then we're all outside talking, and he comes outside and just interrupts us. He's after the show. He just goes, "You know what's funny? Farts." And then just walked away and left.
Is that the funniest thing said all night?
That shit was great, dude. So yeah, that was that. What else? This past weekend, like I said, I had a bunch of people hit me up to go to that fucking reunion. It's like, why? Nobody's done anything. It's only been 10 years. All the people that I want to talk to from high school, I talk to. Like, I'm not just going to go. Although, thinking about it, I mean, maybe I could have crushed some puss while I was... some of the old high school girls, you know?
Who grew up?
Yeah, exactly. I was trying.
Nobody clipped that. Cut it weird.
I'm looking for some high school girls. We're going to prom. Yeah, I don't know. I had a couple friends go to it, and they said it was good. I'm sure it was fine, but when I think of a reunion, I think it's like you're fucking old. You know?
Yeah, I feel like even the 25th, I feel like I'm not going to want
Yeah, you got to be like 60.
The 50th?
Yeah, exactly. You pull up, you're like, I fingered her. That girl gave me a blowjob. Remember that, John? Yeah, I don't know. Like, what stories? All the people in that picture, I don't know that they've done anything substantial since that time. Not saying that I've even done anything substantial, but it's like, you know, half the reason you go that early, like you would hope 10 years in, 10 years later, you're 28, you could pull up and stunt on everybody. But I don't think that was happening. I think it was just...
I feel like that's just in movies. I feel
Right.
like those people really want to go to see everybody.
Yeah, that's sad. That's a sad thing. I want to see people I went to... I don't know, dude. It's funny because when you're in high school, you think that you're going to think about that. Like, you feel like you're going to think about that experience for a while. But as soon as I graduated, I was like, I don't give a fuck about what just happened those last 4 years.
Yeah. High school is honestly, I feel like, harder than it is, like, working and stuff.
What do you mean?
Like, completing high school, I feel like, was like...
I get what you're saying. Yeah, you had to do all this. Like, think about now. This is somebody's bit. I don't know whose it is, but it's like when you were in high school, you did fucking math and reading. You went to the gym. You played music. It was like an 8-hour day.
Yeah. It was all shit you didn't want to do all day.
Exactly. And now it's like, fuck, dude, I don't want to. I'm gonna take a nap. I
And
took
then,
a fucking
if you had
nap.
football practice after, get
Yeah.
home until fucking 7, 8 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, I remember.
It's like every day is like a 14-hour day.
Yeah, that's fucking brutal. It's crazy how when you.
Like now I work 8 hours, I go home and I lay on the couch.
Yeah, imagine if you had practice of some sort
Yeah.
after that. Right. Yeah, dude. I mean, I remember wrestling because wrestling's in the winter. You'd wake up for school and it was dark,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'd leave wrestling practice at like 6 or 7, and it's dark.
Dark as fuck.
You're like, damn, dude, we're really in the trenches with this shit. And it's also you get to a certain age in high school where the authority really doesn't matter. Like I always used to be envious of kids early on, like freshmen who just didn't listen to the teachers. Because I was like, wow, that guy's ballsy. But then you get a little bit older and you're like, this guy's like 23. I'm 17. We're not that far apart. Like, fuck this dude. I don't got to listen to this guy. Yeah. I don't got to listen to this fucking guy. Like, I remember we had a guy who was always, he was a, what was his name? Mr. Schrank? And he was, he was so nervous all the time. Like, constantly nervous before he even met us as a class. Like, it wasn't even necessarily us that made him, because there were teachers you scare the fuck out of. But this guy was just, like, nervous all the time, sweating, fumbling on his words. And I had him for a math class that everybody took as a senior because it was supposed to be really easy. Because you're like, who gives a fuck? It was, like, math-related. Do you remember, like, you had stipulations like that? Like 3 math courses and then a related?
I wasn't in remedial classes. No, yeah, you had to do, like, elective classes and stuff, right?
Something like that, yeah. Because this was, like, the way they put it was you needed 3 maths and then a math-related. So this was, like, this was called math topics.
Okay.
Which is, you're just doing multiplication and whatever.
It's not like something cool like the stock market or something?
No, we had like accounting, but that didn't count. Didn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't count for whatever reason. Everyone took this class because the teacher that used to teach it before he got fired, before my senior year, didn't give a fuck. Like, he was just like, yeah, whatever, you guys can do whatever you want. And he kind of hated the principal, like his boss. They kind of hated each other. But that guy ended up getting fired, and they brought in Mr. Schrank, and this guy was like 22. And we're 17, 18, we're seniors, we're about to graduate. This guy, we would ruin this fucking guy. I remember looking at that guy and telling him not to talk to me. Like, him being nice. Him just being nice. Like, when I was an angry, like, angsty fucking 18-year-old. He's like, how you doing, Antonio? I'm like, don't talk to me. And I would just sit down like a prick. Now I wouldn't dream of doing that. That's so mean. That's not nice at all. But,
You guys trying to make me learn?
yeah, shut your fucking mouth, dude.
Loser.
Yeah, dude, that's like the best. You don't really get that in real life. You don't really get to dunk on somebody like that in real life without repercussions, I'm trying to think. Like, where can you do that? You can't do it at work to your boss. Unless you're really cool with each other.
I probably could, but
yeah. And mean it. Where can you do it? You can do it at Starbucks or whatever. The fucking
just
lady.
be rude.
Just be rude to people. Yeah, you can't be rude, openly rude anymore, without people thinking you're an asshole. In those days, it was like, he's just a kid, whatever. Now it's like, that dude's a fucking prick. Why is he acting like that? Hi, sir. How are you? What can I get for you today? Don't talk to me.
Why are you standing in front of me online then?
Yeah. I know. Yeah, you don't really get to... but I remember in those days, man, when you had a teacher that was terrified of you, man. We had one lady, we had a teacher who was super hot. Everybody liked her. And she got pregnant. Not by any of us, unfortunately. And she had to take maternity leave. Shout out Miss Bedard. She's still hot.
You love name dropping, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'll do it. Because nobody fucking... Maybe someone from back home will listen. At least that's what they say. But, yeah, shout out Miss Bedard. She was always hot. Everyone thought she was hot. And I had her, I think, my sophomore year, and she got pregnant and had to leave. She was on maternity leave. And we had some other woman, Miss Duffy, maybe? She was some sub. And I think it was like our second or third class. We were so unruly, and she just couldn't take. She started crying, like at the end of the class. She was like fucking, tears in her eyes, sitting at the table. And none of us gave a fuck. We were just, asshole kids. And then the next class, we had to, like, write something about someone we'd call a hero. And we all shared it. And someone was like, what about you, Miss Duffy? Tell us your hero. And she was like, my hero is my ex-husband who died in Iraq. And we were like, all right.
Trauma dump.
Yeah, exactly. And we were never mean to her again after that. All it took was her saying that you should have started with that, lady. If you said that your first day,
why'd you divorce him, you bitch?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Someone's just ruthless. Good, fuck him. What's he, a bad soldier? He couldn't fight him off. Oh man. But yeah, dude, you could get fucking unruly. I mean, this whole episode might just be me talking about shitty high school teachers. There was this one fucking dude. His name was Mr. Morrison, and he had
another name.
Yeah, not the cool Morrison.
Tag 'em all.
There was a cool Morrison who was the gym teacher, and he would fuck the students. He was the cool one.
Allegedly.
No, that's real. But they were all 18.
Okay.
No, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if them being 18 is true, but he was definitely fucking the students.
Okay.
Some of them. But everyone liked that guy. His brother was like the band teacher, and he was tiny, like small. He had little guy syndrome, big time. He would just like
Napoleon complex.
Yeah. He would just talk shit to you, walking by. Yeah, I hated that fucking dude. But I guess you're the band teacher. You don't really get exposure to. You get a very specific group of kids.
Yeah, and then your brother's, clapping cheeks.
Yeah, he's clapping young
clapping
puss.
Simples.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, God damn it, my brother's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's, it's a weird fucking time, dude. Everybody is just horned up. Even the teachers. All the students are horned up. Walking around. Who's this? You scumbag. It might be Weiss. Let's see what the deal is. Give us an intermission here. Hold on.
Stop the recording.
Nah, you're good. You're good. He said he's not coming. Fuck him. Yeah. These things happen. These things happen, folks. And I think now he's calling me, but I'm not going to answer because he's a scumbag. So we're going to move on. We were just talking about how Taylor Swift, big friend of the show, we love her here.
Yeah. Two Swifties.
She's getting married. And we found out that the ring is too cheap. Fucking scumbag, huh? Is that love or what?
I think he's setting a very good precedent, honestly.
Okay.
Because I don't want to spend 3 months' salary.
Yeah. Who came up with that? Can we find that? Let's see if we can find who came up. Because De Beers, you know about De Beers. De Beers. De Beers is the diamond company that made diamonds.
Yeah. You think they made that rule?
I bet they did, dude. They had to have. They were like, look at all these look. No, I shouldn't do a Jew accent. Look at these diamonds. That's not Jewish either. That's just like that's like I don't know, an evil guy, like an elf.
De Beers is the first thing to come up.
Is it De Beers?
The 3-month salary rule for engagement rings originated from a marketing campaign by the De Beers diamond companies in the 1930s, which aimed to boost diamond sales during the Great Depression by associating the purchase of a diamond ring with true love and commitment. The campaign initially suggested spending 1 month's salary, which evolved to 2 months
that's not enough.
by the 80s.
Yeah.
And then eventually became widely known as the 3-month standard. This rule was not based on tradition or cultural practice, but was a deliberate strategy to increase consumer spending.
Wow. Oh, of course. Yeah,
right,
that's what I assumed.
I say fuck it. Thank you, Travis Kelce, for setting a precedent.
Exactly. You're marrying the most famous person ever, and you're getting her a cheap shit ring.
It's still $500,000.
But he's definitely, he's definitely pulling down more than what would that be? $150,000 a month. He's got way more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making $18 million just from the NFL, just from the Chiefs.
Damn.
And then he's in like Campbell soup commercials and all types of
course,
shit. The podcast.
Dude, that started in the before the Depression, during the Depression.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, dude.
But 3 months' salary in the 30s was like $80.
Right. Yeah, it's not much at all. Nowadays, I mean, I don't get paid much money at all.
Right,
Relatively.
what were they making? 30 cents an hour?
Yeah, probably. What was the average? And I mean,
I don't know.
you
what
know,
they were
people
actually-
are standing in
I
bread
know.
lines. Who the fuck's getting married? Imagine during the fucking Great Depression, everybody's starving. You're like, baby, I want to stay together. We got to stay together. This is a hard time. And she's like, you have to spend. Did you see the De Beers ad in the newspaper? Don't you know that you have to spend this money?
Average salary in the 1930s was 45 cents an hour if you were white.
Oh, that's a good distinction to make, right? I don't think black people were really getting where there was
They
no
were
work.
at 35 cents an hour.
Really? Huh. Okay, so you said 45 cents an hour?
45 cents an hour.
So,
It's like $4 a regular work day.
right. Yeah. And this is post labor laws. So these are like normal work days. Cuz like 1912 or something, you could work 15 hours a day.
Okay. So let's call it a 12-hour day.
Yeah. Times 45 cents. So you're making $5.40 a day. So for a month, how many? Let's say you have.
So that's a 5-day week. But
Okay.
you know, maybe they get a little Saturday.
So
Sunday,
$27
yeah,
a week.
Even if you call it $30 a week.
So that's $120 a month. Oh, 90. Sorry, I'm an idiot.
No.
No.
Did I do 3? No. Yeah, it's $120 a month.
$120 a month. So times 360. That's. I mean, you're
And
not.
then it said it was only it was 1 month. It started at 1 month, so it's really only a $120 ring.
Damn, dude! Imagine you showed up with a $120 wing right now. Oh my god, you would get fucking stabbed by that woman.
Can't even get one.
No, that's impossible. 120. That's like when you go to a fucking Chinese buffet and they have those little twisty things when you
Mhm.
go out, and
Yeah.
that's what you get. That's a $120 ring right there. That's nuts. Yeah, and there was no football in those days. So, and if there was, nobody was getting paid like Travis Kelce. It is Travis, right? He's the one
Yeah,
getting
Travis
married?
Kelce.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, hey, shout out. It feels like they've been married. I mean, we hear about them all the time. There's no, I mean, this just happened, so
Do you
we
think
don't really
her
know.
music will suffer?
It's gonna, I mean, I don't know. Probably not,
She's
because
known for like the breakup songs.
she does. She also writes love songs, too, though. Depends. I mean, a divorce would do her good. You know, if
You
she
think
gets
that's the plan.
if they get divorced, she's gonna drop a mean album. That tour, the
Well, no. She'd have to pay him.
because she's wealthier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, that'd be a win for the
it'd
boys,
be
bro.
like the Shakira situation and the J-Lo situation.
Yeah, that happened with them.
Yeah, Shakira had to pay her ex a bunch of money, I think.
Oh man, damn, those hips cost money, bro. That shit is. That's another win for the boys, man. That's like when Amber Heard lost the defamation case,
Yeah.
and Johnny Depp was like,
They're both fucking weirdos, though. I don't think anybody
Oh,
won
yeah.
that situation. Like, they're both crackheads.
yeah. He doesn't give a fuck, dude. Have you seen him recently? He's just fat. He just looks
He's
old.
chilling.
Yeah, he's chilling, but it looks like he looks like a pirate now. He looks like a legitimate pirate. Like he got, looks like he's got fucking slashes in his face. I don't know. But that guy's cool. I think as far as actors go, Johnny Depp is like one of the cooler ones. From what we can see on the outside, I think he's cool as fuck. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. Where do we think the wedding's going to be? Because she lives in Newport. Well, she has a house in Newport, I should say, in Rhode Island.
I think she's from New York, though. I think
Is she from New York?
I thought she was.
Damn.
I don't know where he's from. Ohio or something?
Yeah, one of those big white states. One of them, where they get them big white
Farm
boys.
boys.
Yeah, lifting cat like Brock Lesnar. Where's she from?
Born in West Reading, Pennsylvania.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know why I pronounced Pennsylvania. like that.
Pennsylvania.
Sounded super.
That's where she was born. Okay. What's her occupation?
She's a singer.
A singer, actress, yeah.
Songwriter, record producer,
Yeah.
actress.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna be televised. It's gonna be a royal fucking wedding. It's gonna be. She's another one of the royalty of America.
She was a Montessori kid. That checks out.
Montessori. What is that?
It's like a preschool type of thing, but they do like functional learning, like making you count like things and.
So she had money. I'm assuming money. This is a place that's expensive.
Just said her dad was a stockbroker from Merrill Lynch.
Oh, gotcha.
And then her mom was a mutual fund marketing executive.
Ugh. No wonder she makes awful music. She had too good of a fucking life. There's no pain in that fucking music. What's she gonna write about? My dad foreclosed on orphanages and made us a lot of money. Taylor Swift. I know. I almost work. It is the great thing about Merrill Lynch. Is Merrill Lynch, I want to say they closed during the financial crisis. They closed and Bank of America bought them. I want to say they were one of the ones. Lehman Brothers definitely closed. That was done. But I want to say Merrill Lynch got buried and then Bank of America bought them and made it their like personal finance branch of their company.
2008. Bank of America did buy them in 2008. Officially merged in October through 2013.
I bet he had a hand in that. I bet Taylor Swift's dad was fucking paying for Montessori with subprime mortgage loan money. That's exactly what was happening. He was scamming people. He was selling, in the great words of Tim Dillon, he was selling mansions to janitors. But he was cashing out, bro.
And strippers.
Yes. Yeah. Totally. Oh, this also happened this weekend. This is fun. While we're talking about performers, I went to a show. You ever go to like a black box theater? It's like a theater attached. It's like small, like a shotgun, and it's black. It's like a black room, but it's usually attached to a big theater, and it's for performers to do productions that aren't necessarily as regimented and it's open. It's like riffing almost. It's like what we're doing right now.
Okay.
It's like an open mic, but for fucking, performers. I didn't go to a black box theater, but I did something similar, and I went to a show, I guess, if you want to call it. I mean, I guess it was a show. It was like a play, but it was in somebody's apartment in Brooklyn. And it was honestly really interesting. Like, I didn't know what to expect, but the woman whose apartment it was she was like an older lady. That's not nice. But she was an older woman, and we just like sat down, me and the girl I was with, and we sat in her like living room, kitchen, whatever, and there were just joints all over the place, and there was an easel where you could paint or whatever while you waited for the show.
So you painted?
I painted, yeah. Well, I used pastels.
Okay.
I got my hands all fucking filthy. I haven't used pastels in years. But I don't know. That part was, whatever. It was fine. But we were just kind of sitting there smoking. And then she just, like, stops. Not stops. She, like, it's like we're talking now. But imagine there's, like, 3 other people. And we're all just talking. We're smoking joints. And then music starts playing. And she just comes in and starts singing and dancing. And I didn't know. I was like... So I started, like, laughing. I was like, oh, shit, look at that. But that was the beginning of the show. And then she walked us into, like, this other room that kind of resembled the black box. And it was, like, it was literally the size of this room. And there's, like, 2 stools on either side. So me and Hurem, the girl I was with, were sitting there. And then the 2 other people. Because this was a rehearsal. It wasn't even, like, the real show. But it was fucking, at the beginning it was weird. It was like that weird interpretive dance shit.
Yeah, I would have been uncomfortable. In
Yeah.
this size room?
Yeah. We're just in this tiny room in this random apartment. And just
I'm
across...
uncomfortable for you, just listen.
Yeah, dude. Across from 2 strangers. And her friend was performing in it. It was this older woman and just one girl. So it was just 2 people. and then whoever's playing the music and doing the lights and whatever. But it started out really fucking weird. It was doing that interpretive dance shit, which I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, I know you're trying to tell a story without saying words, like you're just dancing, but say some words. Like, come on. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking dumb. Maybe high art.
It's always bad music, too.
Yeah, it's like like whistles. It's fucking weird, dude.
Just a chime.
Yeah,
Wind chime.
wind chime. There's noises that aren't even like musical. It was weird, and then they were doing weird shit. But then it switched after that, and the music that came on was like really good. It was like funky, and they were dancing. And I won't lie, I actually enjoyed it. The whole thing was honestly kind of cool. And there was a part in the middle of it where they, like, part of the show was they give you joints. Everybody was so high. We were just getting stoned. And I remember thinking, like, man, doing mushrooms before this would have been awesome. That would have made it even better. But, yeah, we're smoking joints. And then we think it ends, but we can't tell. Like, they keep doing, like, one more thing. They're like, oh, even after they bowed like 6 times to us. And then they stopped. And then, you know, one of them's like, they'll say something else, and then they do a dance move, and they'll say another thing, and one of them starts singing. And you're like, okay. And then when they actually ended it, she had to be like, all right, go back in the kitchen,
done.
Everybody. Yeah, we couldn't tell. And then we ate a really weird, it wasn't a meal, it was like snacks, but really weird. It was like, this dude made bread, and it was like okay, but it wasn't normal bread. I could tell. It was like made with egg whites or something. It was fluffy, it was fine. But it was like bread and like cucumbers, like sliced cucumbers with nothing on them, just plain. People are putting that on the bread. I'm like, this is weird. And tea, and hot tea. The tea was nice, but the bread and the cucumbers, I'm like, can we get a piece of cheese? What's
Sounds
going
like
on?
they were trying to get you to join a cult.
Yeah, dude, it was fucking weird. It was weird. The performance was cool. Yeah, I think they're doing it this weekend. If hit me up for details if you guys want to go. Yeah, that shit's so strange. I bet that didn't happen. That, you know what was going on during that? My fucking high school reunion. I could have gone to that instead. Imagine, dude. I don't know. Yeah, that shit was it was interesting. And it was funny because I was speaking to the lady whose play it was and whose house it was at the end of it, and she's like, "Oh, do you dance?" Because everybody there was like a dancer. Everybody that was watching. And she's like, "Do you dance?" And I'm like, "No, I'm a comedian." And we started talking and whatever, and she's like, I feel like comedy is just so hateful. That's why I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I was like, okay, it's fine. What you did was fucking weird. What you just did was fucking strange. Might not have been hateful, but it was strange. But yeah, I don't know. I watched a video. It was like a YouTube. I've been getting into the YouTube documentaries recently. Those are fun.
On like the Anunnaki.
No, not this time. The Anunnaki. That is funny. That's just a fun word to say. I remember watching KRS-One talk about that one time, and I was like, this guy, he knows what he's talking about. No, this was about how how Joe Rogan started a cult in Austin. And how it ruined stand-up comedy.
Yeah, how dare he invite his friends?
Yeah, what a fucking scumbag. But it is funny. I mean, the way the guy broke it down, he's like, this Joe Rogan created his own like hyper reality. Like,
Because he's fucking rich.
Exactly. That's the thing. He's rich, but he did bring up a good point, which kind of sucks when you think about it. Is like he does have demons on his show, like literal demons, like the technocrat. Like Zuckerberg and Peter Thiel and all these guys, and they're kind of using him as a pawn.
He's using them, or they're using him?
I think they're using him. I think when he first started getting these high-profile people on the show, it was like, wow, this is cool. I get to talk to them. But now, it's at a point. Like, he got the president elected. You know, like
I don't know if he did that.
he definitely had a hand in it, dude. Think about all those dumb fucks that listen to that goddamn show. And I'm one of them. I listen to that show. Not every episode, but, you know, when he has someone cool on, I want to hear.
How many viewers does he actually get? Like,
Oh,
downloads?
millions, dude. Millions. But honestly, I mean, the pendulum is already... People are going to get sick of this, too, soon. It's the same thing that happened before. The only reason Kill Tony blew up was because people were annoyed with what was happening already. So people are going to get annoyed with the Kill Tony stuff now, and they're going to switch back to, you know, something else. That's just what it is. Happens every time.
So 66 million downloads per month.
Per month. Yeah. Stupid. It's insane.
But figure some of that's the same people. So how do I even search this? Maybe
Right, yeah. Well, just know, even if you took a 6 off that, 6 million a month is still fucking a lot. Like, or if you took 60, I guess. But I don't know. I think it's just weird that he has. He's got, you know, the FBI director of the FBI on there, and he's like, yeah, we don't have the Epstein files, and he's just like, okay. What do you mean? This whole thing, all you've talked about for months and months, years, whenever it happened. All he wanted to do, I'm talking about Joe Rogan now, is talk about that, and then you have the guy in front of you, and you just submit to whatever the fuck he says. What happened?
Like, if you're those people, too, and you're going to go on a podcast, wouldn't you just go on the biggest fucking one?
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah. No, I'm saying that they're using his platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's smart if you want to get the word out about whatever the fuck you're doing. And you can get on Joe Rogan, then totally, you should do it.
So Kamala should have done it.
Probably. She probably should have, realistically. But it also depends. Like, who... The platform is so crazy still, even though people are a little more used to it now. But to sit down with someone for fucking 2 hours and have them grill you or ask you questions, you know, it's different than what any of them are used to. And obviously Kamala's a fucking weirdo, so...
And he's not being paid by Fox or anybody, so, like, he doesn't have to follow your rules, too.
Yeah, the people he's getting paid by don't really have those same rules.
Yeah.
You know, he's getting paid by Squarespace. Like, you know, the ads. And Spotify, obviously. Spotify has no rules, apparently. But
MeUndies.
Yeah, exactly. The people that he runs ads for. Soon you're going to hear, this episode was brought to you by Palantir. Do you feel like you're too private? Do you want more people to know about you? Do you need a fucking... Do you want a surveillance state? That's what's terrifying. Is that he had that guy on there, Peter Thiel, who's a fucking antichrist demon. Do you know anything about Peter? You know about Palantir? Have you heard about Palantir? Palantir is like a fucking security contractor that the U.S. is kind of co-opting right now through Trump.
Oh, he was just on recently, right?
Yeah. He's another
few
fucking...
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Weeks ago.
He's another fucking demon, dude. Who wants to turn the world into a surveillance state, kind of like China. It's kind of fucking wild. But you see what happens when you make money? Shit doesn't matter. You start to, you know, we're sitting here doing this. God forbid we we reach some insane height. And they're going to clip this and talk shit about us.
Yeah. When really it's the JRE is the same thing as this. It's just a couple dudes in a room talking.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if it's the same thing, but I think it's the same thing.
Oh, yeah. No, it's the same thing. It's just massive. It just fucking took off. It's insane. But that was fun to watch because there is some, you know, I do get annoyed. Like, I like Kill Tony. I still think it's funny. But you watch it and it's like, people just go up to be racist.
Well, I think they think that gets them more views.
Sure, yeah, and it does. And it's the right thing to do when you're on Kill Tony, but it's kind of annoying. Like, people would go up there literally just to be racist or, you know, call people gay. And it's, you know, listen, the hardest I have ever killed was after being racist to an Indian guy. I fucking murdered at this comedy competition because this kid thought he thought he was going against me in the competition, and he didn't. He went against some very beautiful girl wearing a costume, and he's like, "How am I? I thought I was going against this guy. I was going to beat this guy." this guy I could beat. How am I going to beat a beautiful girl? And then so I went up there and I was like, fuck you, you stink. Like, actually. You know? Like, I was just racist as fuck. I was like, that girl, he left, but I was like, the girl you're with doesn't look like she's 12. You know, so you just, it's low-hanging fruit to be a fucking, to
Racist.
do that, to be racist and to do stand-up. And it's, you know, that is what Kill Tony is at this point. It's people go on there just to do shit like that. And I still think it's funny. But
I think it's fixed, too. Because
You think
sometimes
so?
people get selected more than once,
yeah,
which is weird, right?
that is weird.
If 300 people are actually putting their name in the hat every week, and you see the same person twice, I feel like that's...
It's weird. Yeah. Yeah, I
I
don't
feel
know.
like they dig around and they find somebody they know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. But then again, it's also like these kids, the people that are doing it, the people that are doing the minute are open micers, more or less. Or maybe they do road gigs or whatever, but they're not names that anybody would recognize. So Tony would have to be like, I really want to see fucking Stevie
Could be a
Bananas
different
again.
color paper.
Yeah. Oh, that too. Yeah. Or you just write a different name and you come up again.
Yeah, he has a side list. That
Yeah.
says him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Who knows what the next fucking thing is going to be, but there is going to be a response at some point. There will be some kind of, you know. Because even Mark Maron dropped his special recently, and he was shitting on that whole scene. And, you know, I don't know that people are going to go back to the way that he does stuff, because he's known. He's like the anti-Rogan. Like, they're complete opposites of each other. I think we talked about this before, but they're like pretty much complete opposites of each other. And he said, he was like, we need to, as libs, we need to really cool it with the being annoying. Like, we annoyed a whole group of people. We annoyed, what do you say? We annoyed working class people into fascism or something like that, which I thought was very funny because it's true. They are fucking annoying. You can't say retard. Come on. That's how excited people were. When, like, the reason, if you really break it down,
Like, that's why Trump got elected?
yeah,
Because
yeah. He
not
says
being like, filtered.
I said this a while ago, and I think Shane Gillis is hilarious. But it says something about the country that the biggest comedian, one of the biggest names in entertainment, is a guy that pretends to be retarded. Like, is a guy that pretends to have Down syndrome. There's something to be said about that. And I love Shane Gillis. I think he's hilarious. I put all my friends on to Shane Gillis. I'm like, you got to watch this guy. But the fact that his biggest shtick is that he looks like he has Down syndrome, that, I don't know. I feel like that says something about where we are in the country.
You think that means people are very liberal, or you think it means that...
I think people are dumb. I think they're just dumber. I think people got tired of highbrow stuff. And, like, it's like anything else. Like, it just gets to a point where it's too... I hate to use the word woke, because now that's taken on a whole new term. But it's too liberal, maybe? I guess. I don't know. To the point where it becomes anti-liberal, where it's like, you can't say things about these kinds of people. So people have the response to that. We're like, well, fuck you. We can say retard and fag and all this stuff. But eventually people are it's gonna go back to it where it's like, oh, we shouldn't say retard and fag so
I think
much.
it's starting to open up back up. Like, have you seen any of Tom Segura's new Netflix show?
His show is wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like getting... Like, comedies, I feel like, getting back to,
Oh, definitely.
like, that non-PC state.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For sure. And I mean, ultimately, it's gonna get to a breaking point. The pendulum's gonna fucking swing back. But I think this point is good in the sense that people who are making stuff should be allowed to do whatever they want. You know, like, they should be allowed to say stuff that they want and do stuff that they want. And when we're in a state like we're in now, that makes for, I think, better art, maybe. That excludes stand-up, because I don't know if stand-up's an art. I literally watched Jason Ellis the other day just go do crowd work and be like, you gay? No? Are you retarded? No? Like, literally word for word. That's what he did. You racist? It's like, okay, what is this? What are we even doing? Like, I don't know.
I think it's an art form for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's performance. You're performing. Yeah. I'm starting to think like that lady I met on the weekend. I'm like, stand up is fucking
like,
stupid. I want to dance in an apartment with bongos.
Is that art?
Yeah, I don't know. It felt artistic. Maybe it's because I do it. I'm downplaying it. You know.
What about it do you think makes it not an art? The accessibility, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not high art. Maybe that's where I'm getting confused. Mm-hmm. Like when I think of like artistry, I don't know. I think of like a jazz band, you know, or I think of a painting. But when I think of
like a painting, I can give you a paintbrush right now and say, paint this, the mural that you have on your wall that they can't see now, but sometimes they see it. Mm-hmm. Could you do that?
Could I do that? No, I could not do that.
But you'd have the same. If I give you the same materials,
right? That's true.
So the
it's a craft.
It's not an accessibility thing,
right? Yeah. I think it's a craft, and I think there's levels of craft, right? Like,
because people say that to me too, because I do photography. Mm-hmm. But so it's not like everybody has a camera phone,
right?
But like we can have the same phone, my pictures will probably come out better.
Right. Yeah, because you work on it. Well, it's also like, okay, you look at Norm Macdonald. Yeah. That guy is a comedian, and when you watch him, it's artistic almost.
Yeah. But what you don't see is the amount of hours he sat like up writing jokes.
Sure, that's true. Right. But then you watch fucking Cam Patterson or some, and then it's like, okay, they're doing the same thing, but Norm is up here. He's way more proficient.
Yeah. But Cam's probably still working hard at it, and way different style.
yeah, completely different. Or even Ari Matty. Like, I don't know. I don't mean to shit on the Kill Tony people. They're they're doing what I want to do ultimately. So I can't. I find it hard to really shit on comedians. At that level, unless they're people I know. then it's very easy. Yeah.
It's probably worse if you know they're not like trying to work at it and they're doing well.
Yes. Yeah, I mean that's part of it too, but nobody knows. I mean, what's fast don't last. We're gonna see where some of these people are gonna be in so many years. I don't know. I mean, I guess stand-up. I feel like I've always considered stand-up kind of an art, but maybe the more I do it, the more that illusion kind of goes away. I don't know.
You think you're going to lean closer that it is an art, or are you going to lean further away that it's definitely not an art?
Right now, if you ask me, I feel like it's not artistic. I don't know. It's kind of like, is doing radio an art? Is that artistic? I don't know.
Depends what you're doing. Are you saying, like, are you doing the news? Are you a journalist? Are you telling a story?
No, like fucking...
Or like sports talk radio?
Or like a podcast. Is this artistic? Is broadcasting artistic? I don't know.
Yeah, I think, probably. Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think people are saying retard and fag just for just to do it, And I think that's kind of diminishing it a little bit. But all that being said, I'm a retarded gay fag. I wish I could say a racial slur in there, but that would a retarded gay fag wop. There we go. We got that under control. What else? What else we got going on? What was the other thing I said earlier about Netflix? Netflix is going to have fucking curated playlists for your zodiac sign.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Isn't that crazy? Another, like...
So they're going to be asking me when I was born and
yeah, I guess,
what time and where, what hospital.
I know, right? Certain parts of the year you can watch certain things.
People put that into ChatGPT and get like their really accurate horoscope and stuff too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I remember
it asks you like super detailed questions about like where you were born, were you a C-section and all that shit too.
I don't know if I was a C. I think my brother was one of us was a C-section. I don't remember. We both got big heads, but his head's bigger. He's got a big fucking blockhead. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to relate that to like Netflix and chilling. Like, I don't know. Can you chill if Mercury's in retrograde? What's going to be on? What are they going to put on the TV?
It's a crapshoot at that point.
Will that help the lady pick something finally?
It depends on her horoscope.
Exactly.
It may ask, like, once she comes in the room, it may ask her, like, what her sign is.
Right. Which one of you usually pick? Do you guys go back and forth, or do you have shows that you watch?
Yeah, we watch, like, Criminal Minds a lot.
Oh, so she picks.
No, I like Criminal Minds.
You like
too.
Criminal Minds?
My show was always Monk with Tony Shalhoub.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
With Tony Shalhoub. That's one of my favorite shows
Love
of all time.
Monk.
I've seen it probably every episode multiple times.
Dude, that shit's awesome. It's a jungle out there. I fucking used to love that show. When I was living with a girl, I used to watch House on repeat.
Yeah, House is good stuff, too.
House is fucking awesome.
I feel like there's so many episodes of House, too. I feel like it's
And they're all the
impossible to
same.
watch them all.
It's like 8 seasons.
Yeah. And they're all like 25 episodes.
Yeah. That shit's awesome. You need a smug doctor. A smug prick doctor. That's always a good character.
Drug addict doctor.
A drug addict. Fucking smug, knows more than everybody. That was me in high school when I would go to Mr. Shrank's class. I pretended to be House. I was like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Limp in and then take Vicodin.
I did get prescribed Vicodin when I tore my labrum. I think I took maybe one. And I think I have a high tolerance for that kind of shit because which is good. I mean, good, bad, I don't know. Don't get a drug addiction, I guess. Although I did work with a guy who was a real scumbag, and I told him that I got some, and he's like, if you don't want them, I'll buy them. I think I sold a couple of them to him. I was like 16 washing dishes in some fucking shit bar. And this dude, Mike, he was a real scumbag. There's another name drop. I forget his last name. I would say it if I remember. He was that dude. It was hilarious, bro. He left that place, and then and he put a thing on Craigslist talking shit about it. He's like, "Don't ever work at fucking what was the name? Rocco's." It was called Rocco's Pub and Grub. That was the name of this shit fucking dump bar. And Rocco was this big fat Italian fucking prick guy. His last name was Quattrochi.
Another name drop.
Yeah, fuck that dude. He's rich as hell, so whatever. But his dad was rich as fuck, so he helped him. Which means it's bad that his son made money. If you get any help from your rich dad, you're a piece of shit. But yeah, he left that job, and then he posted on Craigslist. I remember seeing it myself, and I had a buddy that worked there and said that they all sat around and read it, and he was just bad-mouthing the owner and bad-mouthing the place and all this stuff. And then, like, a few months later, he had to ask for his job back. He ended up working there again. That sucks. That's what happens when you're going to be a shitty line cook. That guy took heart attacks, like attacks. Like, he was, like, 32, and he had, like, 3 of them already. One time, he had to...
have that many heart attacks?
Dude, that guy didn't look like he was in his 30s. He looked awful. He looked horrendous. He looked so bad. And he fucking... I remember one time he had to go out in the hospital. Out in a fucking ambulance. From work. And that same week, a few days later, he came back to work. Working behind fryers. Because, it's a shit life. You can't afford anything. And I remember seeing this guy sitting down. I mean, it's not funny, but it's funny. He was sitting down holding his chest on like a milk crate. Just like, oh, God. He looked awful. And then after the dinner rush, he's like, I'm going to go smoke this cigarette. He's like, this is sick, but when I come back, I'm going to feel so much better. And he smoked it. He came back in. He's like, all right, man, let's start cleaning up. We got to get the fuck out of here tonight.
That's an advertisement for cigarettes right
Exactly. By the way, I started reading, you told me to watch Thank You for Smoking.
Oh, it's really good.
And I can't find it, but I found the book on the street somewhere, so I started reading it. Very interesting. It's a fun. I mean, that's fun. That's a great idea from the.
Yeah, I wonder if the movie's available anywhere.
Yeah, I always try to find it, and I can't. I always try to legally stream it places, and it's hard. Is it Odenkirk who plays him?
No, it's the guy from Dark Knight that plays Harvey Dent.
Oh yes,
That
yeah,
guy's-
yeah.
He's
Gotcha.
Good. He plays it really good.
Yeah. So I'm poor as fuck right now, and I haven't bought a pack of cigarettes in a little bit.
Mm.
And on Monday, yesterday, I was at work and I was like getting angry the whole time.
Says it's on Netflix,
Oh, is it?
but is it actually?
It must be on like
Not
Scandinavian.
available in your country.
Yeah,
so maybe
exactly.
with like a
Some other fucking Korean Netflix. Do you have a VPN?
Yes,
Oh,
I do.
We can make it seem like you're anywhere. But yeah, dude, I was at work and I'm like, why am I so fucking angry? And I'm like, oh right, I didn't chain smoke before work this morning. I'm struggling. It is crazy how that shit just latches. I took a 20 milligram Serbian Zin. Did I talk about this yet?
Serbians in? What's the difference?
Just from a different
It's
country.
probably like cleaner.
But, well,
less chemicals.
Less regulated, probably. 20 milligrams. You can't buy that here. Zins here are like 3 and 6 milligrams.
Yeah, that I know.
20? This dude gave it to me during my stand-ups. It was when we went back for the show. And it was the topic of the show. The guys were right in the front, and everybody was like, dude, what the fuck? Those are 20 milligrams? What's that language on there? Ba, ba, ba. And I'm like, fuck it. So I went up there, and I was like, let me have one. And I put it in here the whole fucking, for the set. And it just started buzzing. And I was like, oh. And it was burning my gums. But I couldn't take it out. I can't be a bitch in front of everybody. So I did the whole set with it in my mouth. And I had one last night, too. And it made me sick. It wasn't a 20. It was like an 8.
Yeah, my friend gave me a 6. Like,
Mm.
I had never tried it. And within minutes, the room was spinning.
Really?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
so
man.
super sensitive to that shit.
I think my buddy gave me a 6, and it felt really good. I was like, oh, this is nice. But I just, fuck, dude, I like to smoke. I'm addicted to the act of smoking more than I am.
Yeah, like I like
Anything
that
else?
like that cigar head rush.
Mm.
But there's a sweet spot you got to hit, and then if you know, I'll get sick quick from a cigar if it's heavy.
Yeah. I almost had one. I almost smoked one of these the other day, but I was like, I don't know if I can commit to sitting outside for 2.5 hours. This is a fat-ass cigar. I don't know if I can. My stoop is nice, but it hurts after a while.
Goes nice with like a glass of whiskey.
Oh, yeah. I used to go, Basil Hayden.
Yeah, that's good.
Basil Hayden rye. You fucking...
Nice and sweet.
Yeah, that's nice. I had Dewar's one time. It tastes like if you took a cigar and just, like, swirled it in
Dwarves
water.
is that's Scotch, right?
Scotch, yeah.
Yeah, that could be stiff, but like I like Johnny Walker.
Oh, yeah. Johnny Black.
Yeah.
Johnny Black is good. Johnny Red is, like, super cheap, but it's still good. Johnny Blue is the one. It's
Yeah.
like $300 a glass or something.
I've had blue once.
Yeah. Was it like a wedding?
Yeah, it was an open
Yeah.
bar at a wedding.
That makes sense. I'm waiting for a fucking... Hey, Taylor Swift, invite us to your wedding, bro. I'm waiting to go... Because I remember I went to a wedding as a kid, and there was open bar, and my dad got hammered. And I was like, that's... I just drank cranberry juice all night. Like, tons. Like, so much.
Amped up on sugar.
Just pounding fucking cranberry juices like I got a UTI. Which is what I... And it was an open bar. And the last wedding I went to... Which, by the way, I'm not saying I like weddings. I don't want to go to weddings. Suck.
You just want to get drunk.
I want to go to one with an open bar so I can get hammered.
Okay.
That's
That's the distinction.
I will crash a wedding if I find out that there's an open bar. Yeah, the last one I went to was with my ex, and it was white. I'll say that. It was very white. And the older I get, the less I like really white people. They're fucking... Dude, a part of it is also because of where I work. Like, I work at Park Slope, and when I see fucking these white families come in with their ugly fucking kids, dude, the way that they talk, these women and the husbands are just like brain dead. It just makes me so mad seeing these people walk in. But that could also be, the fact that I make no money at my job. That could also be part of it. Where are we at on time? We got an hour in, right? At least?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, $1.04.
Oh, perfect. That's great. We can wrap. This has been great, guys. Shout out Andrew Weiss. Thank you so much for coming on, bro. I appreciate it. You're a hell of a guy. He said he got lost. He got stuck in traffic moving his brother or something. But whatever. Hey, guys, we'll be back next week with another fantabulous episode. We're done. Peace.